right, here we are today at 741 Kathryne in San Mateo. And what are we doing here today, Viv?
We're going to do a quick walkthrough and give you a little tour and tell you all about our Vabrato light program that we're going to be doing for this house.
We're going to make the home aesthetically still pleasing. We're going to make it functional, make sure everything is working, but it's not going to be modernized. So somebody can still live here, move in, do their thing, and maybe in a few years they can get around to doing then the full upgrades that this house deserves.
Let's go and take a look inside.
Let's have a look.
Okay,
Here we are.
Here's the living room. These homes were built in the 40s, so the rooms are generally smaller, but you walk straight into what they would call the main living area.
Yeah, and this is actually a cool room because they do have extra tall ceilings. And for these older homes, that's not always the case. Old windows, single pane windows, we'd love to modernize that. We have wood floors that have actually been damaged over time by, looks like potentially termites. All the floors are gonna have to be redone in the home.
Yeah, and then my eye's drawn to, we've got cracks around the doorway, which you do expect to see in older homes. That's not a hard thing to fix, and we usually do fix things like that. Let's talk about this. This is the only heating in the whole house. It's called a wall furnace. It was very popular when these homes were built in the sort of late 40s and 50s. You see them in a lot of older homes. So let's talk about the fireplace, Mark. We're going to get it inspected and swept, and we do that not just because we want it nice and clean, which we do. Inspection's really important because we don't know what's going on with this fireplace either.
So that, structurally, nothing bad is going on. The buyer knows what needs to be done, if anything needs to be done at all.
Okay, flooring. We did talk about we were going to just replace the flooring, but before we did that, as we walked into the house, we did notice various areas. We've got termite damage. This is caused by termites. What kind of termites are these, Mark?
That could have been actually either. I mean, this could be subterranean termites or drywood termites that ate away at that floor. But we're also going to be, along with painting all the walls, taking down all the window treatments that are pretty old to make the place look dark. We're going to modernize the light fixtures, and we'll get rid of things like this. There's no need for it.
What is that, Mark?
That is an AC unit. You could basically get an AC unit built into your home, or you could just stick one in the window.
It's not very pretty, so we do take that out. Okay, so walking into the kitchen, it's very small.
This whole kitchen does need to be reconfigured. It's not just the fridge sticking out beyond this, but also look at this doorway here. They have a short cabinet, and then you walk in almost into the stove. Very, very strange. Not typically what we see in a kitchen. Space probably should be reconfigured, maybe even some walls opened up. But again, that is going right back into doing a major renovation. So we'll go with doing all more or less the aesthetics in the sense of new flooring, painting, lighting, but all of these other significant alterations I think are going to have to be for a new buyer.
Why don't we take a look at the bathroom?
Oh,
Where do we start?
So here we have what appears to be another traditional bathroom. We likely have a leaking shower pan, and we're going to have to remove the base of the shower to find out where it's leaking, because we did notice some moisture in the closet in the bedroom next door.
And this is the only bathroom in this house having a shower, where most likely the person who's going to be buying it is a first-time home buyer with young children. Nobody wants to bathe a baby in the shower. So, we're going to need to probably put a bathtub in, a shower over bath type thing.
We'll absolutely make sure that we have a functioning bathroom.
And there you have it, the leak from the bathroom in its full glory. No buyer is going to be buying this house and going to be wanting to see that. So we're going to have to sort of repair the floor. It looks like the subfloor's all rotten.
We will resolve that for the buyer, so they will have a fully functioning bathroom when they move in. In the meantime, we are in one of the bedrooms.
We're talking again about the windows. So here's an example why we're going to have to replace one pane. I mean, not just it looks horrible, it's also a security issue. There's another broken pane, I believe, in the house.
There
as
is
well.
a second one.
So what is this thing here, Mark, sticking in the wall?
Not so mini router from the old days, an AT&T router, and I'm sure its bandwidth is probably next to nothing for that size, but there it is.
Like, if in doubt, take it out. That's what I say. This is the middle bedroom, and what you might have noticed, there's no carpet or flooring in here and some of the other rooms in the hallway. So we have to put some kind of flooring back in here, because when an appraiser comes from the bank, they're going to fail the appraisal. It's one of the things they'll fail it on if there's no flooring.
Yeah, absolutely. The appraisers are really looking for a house that's habitable. Some type of flooring covering the cement is required. The seller thought they were doing us a favor by removing it, and maybe they were. I didn't see the carpet. Probably wasn't very pretty.
Yeah, we always like to get into the home before they start doing anything. We don't, sometimes we go to a house, Viv, Mark, ta-da, we painted it for you and it's the wrong colour.
Or, Viv, Mark, we've added new lights.
Yes, please don't.
And
Please let us do it. That's what we do. We know what our design to sell is, so you don't have to do anything. Okay, window treatments, Mark. What do we do with these?
Rip them down and throw them out.
Chew them up, rip them out, moving out, rawhide. And why is that, Mark? What
Well,
happens when we do this?
Let there be light.
Yes, exactly.
So we are here in the backyard trying to do the vibrato light. We are just going to get this place cleaned up a little bit, but we're not going to be doing some of the things we sometimes do, which would be replacing all the sod altogether, all the mulch.
Yeah.
There just isn't enough money in a budget here. Paint isn't exactly my favorite color, but we'll probably just power wash it, clean it up, just so that we can keep the budget on the low end so the client actually sees some return on investment from what we're doing.
Okay, about 2 months ago, our seller of this beautiful property here opted to do Vabrato Light.
And the decision was actually made because we looked at Vabrato Light and Vabrato Full, but doing a big, full rebuild almost of this thing didn't make sense. We would have to have spent way too much money and the return on investment simply wasn't there. So what our Vabrato Light really turned out to be in the end was really making the place look cosmetically beautiful and safe. So it's still turnkey. Somebody could come in here and live, but there's more to be done.
Well, let's go on in now and take a look at the changes. They're quite dramatic.
I'll follow you, partner. All right, what a difference. I mean, do you remember this?
Don't I ever. It was like, oh, there was like dog hair everywhere. There was like that brown parquet floor that was popping up because they had subterranean termites. It was just like really dirty.
The walls green, I think.
They were like a mint green color, yeah.
Yeah, very poor lighting in here. We had a lot of old window treatments, making it really dark.
Let there be light.
And there is light.
Well, let's go and take a little look round here at the lovely fireplace, and we'll talk about what we did there.
I mean, just the usual, we really cleaned it up. It was really grungy, ashy. So we painted the firebox black as usual and just added a little bit of contrast. And now it's nice and classy.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So let's go and take a look in the dining room. Looks so much better.
Yeah, you know, I missed the AC unit sticking out of the window.
I know, it had so much character. Not said no one ever.
Yeah, we had a god-awful light hanging from the ceiling. We added this one.
That was a great idea of yours, partner, to put that sort of three-way split light bulb attachment, which you got on Amazon.
I'm not just a pretty face.
It's great. Let's have a look at the kitchen. We didn't do an awful lot in here, Mark, but you know, just by cleaning it up, giving the cabinets a good old wipe down, adding a little bit of oil to them, painting everything off white, and of course our mega vibrato light.
Got the huge vibrato light. And normally we would have loved to have painted the cabinets, probably added new hardware, but that just started taking us out of the budget. We did add a new oven range because the other one wasn't functioning.
And a new hood.
And a new hood. Yeah. So it's nice, clean, and again, it's turnkey. Somebody can come in here today and start using this kitchen.
And also the added little bonus that we've got in this house is this little sunroom, which will be perfect for a playroom for a child, or maybe even a home office. Let's talk about the bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom.
Oh, well, this bathroom.
This was a disaster. I mean, we had to come in here and blow this thing out to the studs. Somebody had done a bad remodel job. We had the tub leaking into other parts of the house, so we had to tear this whole thing out and rebuild it.
It was pretty nasty.
We did a lot with this small space. Very cool, very classy, very modern.
Bedroom number one. What a huge difference in here.
I love this room now.
I love it even more because it hasn't got a cracked window and that weird funky Wi-Fi thing
that
we had going on.
That thing was huge. We painted it, made it look bright. It looks great now.
Don't forget the mouldy closet. The closet that had all that water leaking from the shower.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the rotten wood. Completely gutted it and put it all new flooring, new plasterboard. It looks so much better now. The second bedroom, again, the same formula. We just painted right through with an off-white vinyl plank flooring. We gave it a good clean.
And here we are in the largest of the bedrooms.
The primary bedroom, it looks so much better. We had some funny, strange curtain thing going on.
Oh, that was god-awful.
Yeah, Granny lived here, or did live here.
I love it.
Move-in ready for somebody, perfect. And now we're out in the back garden. We just did a few things here, Mark, didn't we?
Mainly we're just removing clutter. There was a lot of clutter inside of the house and the backyard that just needed to be removed.
Yeah.
Major cleanup, and it's a nice, big, beautiful yard.
So yeah, what a huge difference. By spending roughly about $50,000, this is going to make a huge difference to the price. I'm expecting to get multiple offers on this.
I think we will, and the results speak for themselves. We got a beautiful home now. Also, for anyone out there watching this, if you're thinking about selling and you need a little help just sprucing up the home so you can get top dollar for your house, give us a call. That's what we do.
We'd love to vibrato you. See you soon. Bye.